Is everybody joined the meeting? Okay, perfect. It's 5:09, and I'm calling the California Military Institute Board meeting to order. The next item is an action item, 3.1, revision and adoption of the agenda for today, June 21st. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Nellison. Mr. Stafford, second. Please vote. And the agenda for this CMI meeting for today has been approved 4-0. Next item is an information item, oral reports, CMI TA Treasurer, Angel Love Parents. She's not here? She's not here? Okay. So we don't have that report. Then we have the principals update.
Good evening, President Arau, Board, Superintendent Bennett, Cabinet. I just have a couple of things to say, one of which is we're winding down. Obviously, the 16-17 is done and it's behind us. Now we're ramping up for the next one. But I wanted to make sure I thanked all of you for your support for the past year and also for, more importantly, for coming to the graduation and supporting us there. It was good to see all of you there. I appreciate it. And that's all I have, unless you have something for me, which I don't think you will. Thanks, sir. Is that it? Thank you. I'll make sure to get you one.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have written reports. It's an information item, discipline, for the month of May 2017. Another information item, 6.1, invitation to address the Board of Trustees on agendized and non-agendized items. No takers today. Okay, so we move to 7.1, that is a consent calendar, approval for this consent calendar. Do I have a motion? Mr. Stafford, Mr. Nellison, second. Please vote. The consent calendar for this meeting has been approved 4-0. Action item 8.1, personnel, certificated personnel action items. Mr.
Those are the monthly, any new teachers we're hiring for the next school year coming in. I'm not sure, I can't remember if CMI had any new teachers.
It's actually just extra duty and summer school for CMI
Okay.
on the certificated side.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Do I have a motion? So moved. Mr. Nellison? Mr. Stafford? Please vote. The CMI certificated action item 8.1 has been approved 4-0. Next item is 8.2, personnel, classified personnel action items.
We have one promotion from a CMI, from a clerk to a secretary position, and then a ratification or resignation of a military advisor, Ms. Spalding, and then a ratification of a new person taking over that position, and then summer school positions. So.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion? Mr. Nellison? Ms. Twyman, second. Please vote. Action item personnel for classified personnel has been approved 4-0. The next action item is 8.3, curriculum, 2016-2017 Safe Schools Plan Annual Update. Do I have a motion? So moved. Mr. Nellison, Ms. Twyman, second. Mr. Penn.
This is the update we have to do annually on our safe school plans. The CMI worked on this with Mr. Herman to make sure that we're updating those plans as prescribed by Ed Code. So that's our update.
Okay, excellent. Please vote. Action item 8.3 has been approved 4-0. The next one is 8.4, curriculum, local control accountability plan for the CMI for 17-18 for next year. Do I have a motion? Mr. Stafford and Ms. Twyman? Mr. Bennett?
Oh, about a week and a half ago, we had the presentation from CMI on their updates to their LCAP plan, and this is now, that was the first step, is we have the presentation to the board. Now it's voting on that plan that they put in place that they presented to us about 2 weeks ago.
Thank you. Do we anybody has any questions regarding the LCAP for CMI? No questions? Okay, please vote. Okay, the CMI LCAP plan for 17-18 has been approved 4-0. 8.5 is a business item, adoption of the 17-18 CMI budget. Do I have a motion? Mr. Nelson, Ms. Twyman.
And again, we had that at that same LCAP meeting a couple weeks ago. We had the budget presented to us. Mr. Rabin worked with Mr. Rhodes to do that, showing a positive balance at the end of the year. So they still have checks, so that would be a good thing.
Any questions? No? Okay. Please vote. And the 17-18 CMI budget has been approved 4-0. 9.1, if it's recess, if necessary.
Not necessary this
Not
evening.
necessary. Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. Item 10.1, invitation to address the Board of Trustees on closed session items only. If
We didn't go to
necessary.
closed session.
We
so-
don't need closed session. And you said we don't need closed session. So we are action item. In this case, we don't even approve it.
You have to adjourn.
We adjourn. We go directly.
We don't have to adjourn.
No, because we are not
Just
having.
skip, yeah.
You will skip it. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. We skip this one too, 12.1, because we don't come back from closed session. No report of closed session. Other items by the superintendent, Mr. Bennett.
The only thing I'd like to say is that CMI had a great graduation a couple weeks ago. It was a very nice event there. A lot of parents and seeing the kids all looking sharp and doing a good job. So I want to congratulate Mr. Rhodes on that and his staff over at CMI.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Other items by the Board of Trustees, Mr. Stafford, Ms. Twyman, Mr. Nelson. Okay. I just want to join Mr. Bennett in saying thank you to the principal and all the staff members of CMI. Congratulations to the student. It was a great job. I really like the 100% that were mentioned of A through E and 100% graduation. So great job. Thank you. It's one of the my favorite events for the 3 years that I have been here attending graduations, because that's the ultimate goal, right, of what we do, having our students accomplish their goal. Thank you, sir. And the next item is action item to adjourn the CMI meeting. Mr. Nelson, Mr. Stafford second. Please vote. Okay, this action item has been approved 4-0, and this meeting is adjourned at 5:19 p.m.